There we go.
Okay.
So screencast-o-matic.com. I really like this because it has large buttons that kind of hint at what you need to do. If I need to start recording, I click Start Recording. It has to load the screen recorder. So it'll take a few moments, and then there may be a couple of pop-ups that'll come up that'll ask, do you want to give permission for this? So just say that it'll run. You'll see a percentage over here pop up. And this is going to be the screen that you'll record from. So you can change the size of this down here. We have a start recording button, and it'll give you a 3, 2, 1 start before you do that. You'll also have where you have a microphone. There's a little bit of a green arrow or a little bit of a green meter going. If there isn't, click on it to see what sort of microphone we can use and see if we can get a little bit better of a reading. I think this is showing a little bit more green, so it should get my voice a little bit better. Over here you can control the size of the box, but you can also control the size of the box by just moving it around. This frees you up. What you can do, like I'm going to open up another window, and I'm going to show you how you can make that PowerPoint, or to get that background for a news story. So I'm not even going to try recording yet. Sign in with a different account. This is really testing my bifocals. They're contacts. This guy forgot his glasses. Let's say that I want to record how I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I can reposition this, and I decided, well, you know what, I'm going to start recording here. Oh, one other thing that we can do, actually with the voiceovers, probably we'll use the photo booth for it, but I'm going to hit record here, show you what it looks like. So now I'm talking as I'm going through and filming this. But I'll show you what you could do to get that background for you in photo booth. Like say you were doing a story with the Dust Bowl. Because you guys are doing the 1920s?
Oh, 1900 to 1919.
Oh, 1900 to 1919, okay. Trying to remember which group had which decade. But I did a quick Google search to try to find a image of the Dust Bowl. And what I would do is I would click on the rest of the things within this box to get rid of them. Just hitting the delete button. For the background, maybe I'd pick out a different color than just white. I think I look really great with a blue background. But now I could, if I was using a Mac, I could hit the Command-Shift-4, and I could take a screenshot of this, take the picture, and use that as a background on photo booth, like I showed you guys on Monday. Yeah, it's Wednesday already. I could use this as my background. And then when I record myself in iMovie, I could be talking with this as my background with the Dust Bowl. If I wanted to add something here like a text box underneath it to give it a title. Where is that text box? Oh, thank you guys. Add it down here and just put in homes affected. Well, that's not going to show up very well, so I'll highlight it. I'll change the color to maybe a white. make it larger. I could play around with the font a little bit more, but I could have that right underneath, and that way I have a little bit of a nicer background to talk behind if I wanted to, or if I wanted to feature a particular individual that I was only using a picture. I'm also getting the sound. When I'm done with the recording, or if I need to pause it, I hit the pause button. Once I'm done with the recording, I click done. I would use the publish to video file rather than publish to YouTube, because if you publish to YouTube, it's going to link this computer to your account. And since everybody's using the same computers, the next person to come along who does a video might accidentally put it on your account rather than their own. So whenever you're done with your recording, click publish to video file. Bless you. And save video. Call it whatever you need to. Do you guys see, let's see, home and then user. We'll just click OK. And it'll start saving, and it'll give us some percentages here in just a minute. Of course, this is going to take a little while because every connection decides to be a little bit slow. If I go into my YouTube account, come on, Conrad, click on this stuff like you've done this before. If I go into my YouTube account, I can click upload, and I'll find the file on this netbook. I would probably only use these netbooks for the screencasts where you are recording over your voice, or if you're recording over a particular file. If I click, remember to always use unlisted files to upload, then I would find the file on my desktop once it's done shooting. The other thing that you'd be able to do with screencastomatic, if you have a video that you want to talk over and redo the audio for, you could always go to one of your videos, and I'm just going to grab, who knows what's going to be in here. But if I did screencastomatic and I put the bar or the box right over this screen, and then hit record on the box recorder for screencastomatic, while it's recording the video, I could be talking and getting that audio put over the top of it. If I mess up, I click done, and I click restart, and I keep going with it. Last trick I wanted to show you guys within YouTube, because some of those cool like news intros, I'm going to go to my editor, youtube.com/editor. And one of the things we could do is we could use these Creative Commons videos. Yesterday, when I saw that intro, I went, I wonder what they have in here for news introductions. So I typed in news intro, and found a couple of interesting clips that might look pretty good to start off your newscast. This also has sound too that I don't have playing right now. But if you think something like this would look good at the beginning of your newscast, grab that video, pull it down to your project, edit it down to what you want, and that could be an opening clip or opening cut. That make sense? Any other sorts of things that you guys had in mind that you were looking to do with your particular project that maybe I haven't covered?
The other thing with this news intro part, especially for the anchors, you could, did you notice how it said breaking news? you could just cut that part out and put it like halfway through the newscast after some of the videos come through. And if there's like a story that you guys are like, oh no, breaking news, it's happening right now kind of thing, you could use that. Otherwise, and you can narrow this down and make it into like a 10-second intro to your, to the newscast as well right at the beginning. So just a couple ideas for you.
So if you want to use a cut like this, remember on the Macs, Control-Shift-4 will give you a cursor to do a screenshot, and then you've got a picture of it, if you just want to use a picture of it. If you do want to break copyright a little bit, which I think you'd be able to get away with in a classroom setting, I wouldn't do this professionally, but you could search YouTube for news introductions or intro, and also get some other ones.
Intro with 2 T's. Is that the new way it's spelled?
Yeah, it might be, especially from way back here. They're gonna take away my license to teach English pretty soon. Am I spelling any of this correctly?
Do you want a news?
News is
Probably
with an
put
S.
news.
News has an S now?
Yeah.
You kids and your crazy spelling. This is gonna be a great recording for other classes. Here we go, but we have other news introductions that we can use. If you play this and use screencastomatic to record 2 or 3 seconds of something for an introduction, that could become one of your cuts too to make this look even more professional. You'd probably even find things like if you were doing sports, maybe we could do an ESPN introduction or Weather Channel if you were talking about that. We could probably find some little clips on YouTube that we might be able to use for part of our production. Okay? Other ideas?
Oh, that should be it.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow because of meetings and stuff, but I do want to try to make sure I'm available